As you can probably already see on the screen from my Google search results, there is a Magic Banlist. This is my first Magic Banlist ever, so I mean, let's check what's on it. So first card banned is the Meat Hook Massacre. That's this card right here. This card is insane. It is very good. It literally like can board wipe and then it stays on the field and gains you life points and deals damage. Every single time I played against a black deck in Magic Standard play, I was like, bro, if it's a dark deck, they have Meat Hook and I have to play around it, just like hoping they don't draw it, or like I always expected them to have it in their opening hand. This is banned, very cool. I always thought this was a monkey. This thing, I always thought this was like a pet monkey. It's a hand. I just barely realized that looking into the card. Okay, well, what else? What else is on here? Modern banned. Oh my, oh my. Huh? Wait, this is so. Maybe I'm confused. Okay, so I've been informed by my lovely chat. The only new card that is banned is called Yorion Sky Nomad. So let's look that up. Yorion the Sky Nomad. This is banned from Modern Play. Let's read it. Companion. Okay. The chat was explaining what Companion is. Essentially, it's you can play cards from your side deck. So it's kind of like your Yu-Gi-Oh! Extra deck, but you have to pay like 3 mana or something. Your starting deck contains at least 20 cards more than the minimum deck size. Okay, and then it's flying. When it enters the battlefield, exile any number of non-land permanents you own or control. Return those cards to the battlefield at the beginning. Why would you do that? I don't get the exile part, but it has good stats, and I'm guessing Companion is just broken in general. My chat just informed me that the last effect where he can like flicker effects, like he can remove them and exile them and then they return, it's really good because the cards can get additional effects when they return, and then he can just keep doing it. He just keeps looping. Now CC informed me that Wizards of the Coast actually released an article explaining their choices on the ban list. So let's check that out. Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't do that. I wish they did, but they don't. So let's check out this one. And here we are at the official page of Magic the Gathering, and they're going to give their reasoning for the bans, so that's very cool to see. So as often is the case, a standard card pool rotation with the release of Dominaria United caused quite a shakeup, with cards in the new set finding their place in decks, and many of the last year's cards shifting context in the current metagame. Okay, as the format has settled in place, the color black has proven powerful and prolific, making up the foundation of many of the top decks. This is true. Despite the commonly shared color, we're seeing a good diversity among competitive decks and strategies, and player engaging in the format to be healthy. They're admitting that black is one of the top decks, which is good. I like that they're admitting that. They're being very transparent. To provide a small push against the color black's play rate among competitive decks, we're choosing to ban one black card. We've discussed several different opinions or options, as no single black card stood out as the major power outliner played among decks. Ultimately, we decided the ban of Meat Hook Massacre was the best choice, as it is one of the most powerful black cards in the format, and is especially powerful against specific archetypes. Yep, I agree, 100%. And has had time to shine in Standard for over a year. With the Brother of War on the horizon, which is the newest set, I think, in terms of the lore, we anticipate the new cards entering the format to provide tools for other decks and color combinations. In the meantime, we expect this little shakeup will help keep... Okay, they are saying there's a lot of cards. They discussed several different opinions. I'm curious to see what those several different opinions are. But I think they chose Meat Hook just because it's been here for a while, and I mean, if it goes, like, you know, people don't really care because it's going to lead the standard anyways. They probably discussed Shaldinen, Liliana, and the Invoke Despair is probably the one I thought it would get banned. That card's insane. It's so powerful. But I guess it's only in pure dark because you need like 5 black mana to activate it or something. Like you need a ton. Yeah, Sheldron is new and Liliana are new. Loki, I think Tenacious Underdog is busted. It is busted. You can just bring it back from the graveyard and then you draw a card. Let's see Magic's reasoning for Modern. Modern has been in a healthy place since the last ban and restricted update, with a good diversity among archetypes and even most popular competitive decks occupying a relatively small slice of the metagame, about 5 to 6% on Magic Online. However, as top table Modern players continue to rebound since the height of the pandemic, we decided to enact a change that we've been considering for some time, banning Yorion the Sky Nomad. Alright, so they're going to talk about why it's good. Yorion, most commonly appearing as a companion in the 4-color Omnath decks, it shows a strong win rate, and according to our match data, will likely continue to rise in popularity. In addition to game balancing concerns with the deck, we've also factoring a physical dexterity requirement of playing with large decks for tabletop. I don't understand any of that. We're wary of the metagame reaching a point where players are playing the deck because it is perceived strength and win rate despite not enjoying how cumbersome it can be to operate. Yeah, I don't get this. We're also factoring the physical dexterity requirement of playing with a large deck for tabletop. Isn't the max deck size 60? Or can you play more than 60? They're saying that because Yodan forces you to run an extra 20 cards. Oh, true, because that's the only way you can activate its companion ability or something like that. It's much more annoying to play with in real life when you constantly have to shuffle, search your deck, and the matches take longer as a result. While these physical dexterity issues exist to a lesser degree in other formats such as Pioneer, Modern specifically entails more shuffling and other physical card manipulations because of the deep card pool of card selection spells, fetch lands, and so on. Cards encouraging large decks like Battle of the Wits, never seen that card before, have existed in the past, but usually on the fringe of the competitive rather than as one of the strongest. We have to see this one. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 200 or more cards in your library, you win the game? What the hell is that? What the hell? That is crazy, dude. What the heck? Finally, we've also heard from many players that have repeated triggers caused by Yodon, and many of the cards surrounding it can lead to repetitive game patterns. Yeah, especially if you're reactivating all of your effects and searching through an 80 card deck. That's kind of annoying in real life. With a lot of downtime between the players' actions, it's important that the net player experiences playing with the top decks is a fun one. While we're okay with such decks existing, it can make the format less enjoyable when these are associated with one of the strongest decks over a large period of time. That is a good change. I'm actually glad they explained this. I'm surprised. Yu-Gi-Oh does not do any of this. If Yu-Gi-Oh explained why Hauki Fibrax was banned, maybe people would be like happy, like, oh, okay, I get it. Or maybe they'd shit on Yu-Gi-Oh and say like, what? You're so dumb, Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, Konami, you're stupid. Like, why you do this? But Magic, their reasonings seem very sophisticated, and I think they're actually considering the metagame. They're not like, I don't think they're doing it for money. I don't think they're banning cards because like they want to get more money from new cards. It feels more like they're doing it because they want the game to be more healthier, which I appreciate. I think there is one example of Yu-Gi-Oh being public about their banning. They got shit on by the community because the community thought their decisions and their reasoning was stupid. Because they banned cards that like nobody even plays in a competitive scene. And they gave a reason like, it was too good, it's too strong. And people were like, bro, why'd you hit that? If you enjoyed this, let me know. I could do more stuff like this. Regardless, thank you so much for the chat for explaining stuff. And thank you so much for you, the viewer, for watching. I hope you have a great day or night, and I'll catch you later. Peace. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe. You can check out all the new content I'm going to be making. But besides that, hope you have a great day. See ya.
Hi.
Okay.